General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sasha Gilmore Corbin didn't want to believe Holly Sutton's claims about her paternity and the fact that Cody Bell was her first cousin, and neither did Cody when Sasha came clean. However, Robert Scorpio sent the samples off to a secure WSB lab so that there'd be no possibility of tampering. That's why Robert, Sasha, and Cody ultimately accepted the DNA results were the real deal. Of course, we have to acknowledge that the WSB is capable of some pretty shady moves. Just look at how Brennan's criminal charges were erased for his prison release, and this fresh start running Port Charles WSB division. Should everyone really be so quick to trust this supposedly secure WSB lab? Maybe it's a bad idea to hinge the veracity of Holly's story on what these WSB lab results confirmed. We should point out that when Robert set this paternity test in motion, he called Brennan for a favor. What if Brennan is in cahoots with Holly somehow or is being blackmailed in some way? There's a chance that Brennan made sure those DNA results confirmed Robert was Sasha's bio-dad. Brennan is a sneaky character who always has some hidden agenda, so it's certainly possible he pulled some strings in the lab to make that happen. Holly might have had some sort of leverage to force Brennan's hand. Then again, it'd be a great twist if Brennan turned out to be Sasha's father instead, so maybe he covered it up thinking Robert would be a better dad for her. Brennan didn't seem to recognize Holly when they first met, but maybe they actually had a fling many years ago. It's also possible Sasha's father is someone else entirely. The point is that just because these DNA results came from a WSB lab, that doesn't mean they're trustworthy, particularly since Brennan was involved. Do you think Sasha's paternity will eventually be changed? Could there be hope for Sasha and Cody's romance after all? General Hospital spoilers say jaw-dropping news is always just around the corner for Sasha, so stay tuned for updates on her future and more predictions on any bio-dad shockers. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. However, General Hospital spoilers reveal that Dex and Molly are becoming a strong couple, growing more understanding and reliant on each other through their accidental encounters and conversations. Dex shares life's challenges with Molly that he rarely discusses with Jocelyn, while Molly feels comfortable expressing frustrations and pressures that she doesn't talk about with TJ. The two provide each other with emotional support, while Jocelyn and TJ gradually find themselves pushed to the sidelines. Jocelyn, who is used to controlling Dex's emotions, realizes that his attention is drifting towards Molly. Similarly, TJ feels neglected as Molly no longer confides in him, but instead turns to Dex. This lack of emotional connection is distancing Jose and TJ from their partners, making them feel increasingly disconnected and losing their place in their loved ones' hearts. As Dex and Molly grow closer, questions arise about whether Jocelyn and TJ can salvage their relationships or if they will ultimately be left behind. Meanwhile, TJ unexpectedly discovers that Andrea never had the miscarriage he once believed. This revelation throws TJ into a crisis, as learning he has a child with Andrea could potentially change his life entirely. TJ begins searching for answers, and the truth about the child he never knew is about to unfold. This revelation deeply affects TJ emotionally and could alter his future as he faces the prospect of becoming a single father. At the same time, TJ and Molly's relationship is teetering on the edge of collapse. Molly, with her deepening connection to Dex, seems to have drifted away from TJ emotionally and mentally. The idea that Molly will break up with TJ to be with Dex may no longer just be speculation, as their conflicts grow and Molly gravitates more towards Dex. TJ may soon have to face the reality of losing the most important relationship in his life. Jocelyn, with her strong and fearless personality, seems ready to enter a new relationship with Gio, a character who is gradually capturing her attention. After separating from Dex, Jocelyn may seek comfort and an escape from the troubles of her old relationship in Gio's arms. Is Dex leaving General Hospital? Gio not only brings fresh energy to Joss's life, but he also possesses strong and decisive qualities that Joss might find captivating, especially during a time when she craves stability after the turmoil with Dex. Meanwhile, Molly discovers she is pregnant with Dex's child, which comes as a shock but also brings unexpected happiness. Although her relationship with TJ is on the brink of collapse, Molly finds peace with Dex, and the pregnancy becomes a symbol of this newfound love. Surprisingly, Molly doesn't feel panicked or confused about the pregnancy. Instead, she's genuinely happy about the baby. This joy comes from her belief that she is building a new future with Dex, a man who has helped her rediscover herself and opened a new chapter in her life. The baby not only represents an unexpected romance, but also brings Molly and Dex closer as they prepare to build a family together. Furthermore, the October 30, 2024 episode of General Hospital sent shockwaves through Port Charles when Sam went from celebrating her engagement to being pronounced dead. Sam's death won't come as a shock to viewers, who have known about Monico's exit for 2 months and speculated the character was being killed off. But in Port Charles, things took an unexpected turn at the hospital today. After Sam shared the news of her and Dante's engagement with Alexis, Jason was just about to bring Danny and Scout to visit their mom, when he noticed Portia and Elizabeth rushing into Sam's room while Alexis was forced out. Jason thought quick when he noticed the distress and sent the kids to Bobby's before Alexis told him that Sam went from sharing the good news to going pale and being unresponsive. In Sam's room, Lucas joined Portia and Elizabeth as they determined Sam had an embolism and tried reviving her for 30 minutes. Lucas kept trying despite Portia's attempts to accept what happened, and he finally declared Sam's time of death as 5:48 p.m. Not what it seems. While the doctors believe Sam had an embolism, it's not hard to suspect there's more to her death than it appears. After the way Lucas had suspicions over Lulu's ventilator suddenly stopped working, could something similar be at play with Sam? If the hospital has a killer on their hands, could Sam and Lulu have the same enemy? Or worse, someone out to hurt the one person they both have in common, Dante. Do you think there's more behind Sam's shocking death? However, in addition to Willow making a fateful choice, General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, October 31, focus on Michael strategizing, Chase offering congrats, and Cody making a deal. Halloween sounds a little frightening for a couple of Port Charles residents. Poor Willow. Her secret kisses with Drew came out in the worst way. It happened during a brawl between Drew and Cody at a dive bar. Plus, it got caught on tape. However, Drew squirmed out of Ned and Tracy's plan to secure the ELQ position for Ned by fessing all to Michael. Or rather, almost all. He only revealed the one kiss on July 4. He said nothing about the other makeout sesh, and he didn't mention pining for Michael's wife ever since. Guess it's time for Willow to make a fateful choice. Does she cut Drew out of her life for good? Does she fess all to Michael, which sends him on a dark, downward spiral that won't end well for him or their marriage? What choice does Willow make that will have disastrous consequences? Poor Michael. He got the shock of his life when Drew smugly confessed to kissing his wife on July 4. Look for Drew's nephew to strategize. Does he brainstorm ways to kick Drew to the curb at Aurora Media? Or does he come up with ideas to do something that cuts closer to home? Something more personal? After all, he now knows all of it, thanks to Sasha. He knows about the second kiss. He knows about the feelings. And despite him just sleeping with Sasha, he has it out for Drew. Poor Ned and Tracy. Their brilliant idea of blackmailing Drew into giving Ned the CEO title he so rightly deserves went awry when Drew confessed the kiss to Michael. No worries, the mother and son will not be cut off at the knees. They simply decide to plot their next move. What does this involve? Going back to James to see what else the kid knows. After all, he's a unique and credible source of gossip. Poor Cody. He's bruised, battered, and undoubtedly licking his metaphorical wounds. He also has to be a little embarrassed that he hardcore spiraled and caused such a ruckus at the Brown Dog Bar. Little does he know everybody owes him a debt of gratitude for finally unleashing this secret on the masses. Anyway, Cody suddenly makes a deal. In the preview for Thursday's episode, it looks like Drew's the one to offer Cody a deal. What does it involve? Poor Chase, he's back from bringing Violet, Jovial Love, who learned much from her time on GH, to Seattle, where she will live with Finn. However, according to the teasers, he's about to offer his congratulations. Not a lot of people are celebrating anything these days in PC. Who's the beneficiary of his goodwill? Additionally, General Hospital spoilers reveal that James West will have questions about Cody Bell's Halloween costume. But Maxie Jones will suggest it looks like Cody's going as someone who made a big mistake last night. Of course, Cody will be looking pretty rough after his bar brawl with Drew Quartermain, so he'll privately open up to Maxie about that and his despair over learning he's Sasha Gilmore Corbin's cousin. Speaking of Sasha, she can be seen wearing a robe in a hotel suite on Wednesday's preview video. It certainly looks like fans will see the aftermath of a Sasha and Michael Corinthos hookup. Sasha was ready to throw back drinks at the bar, so it may be a situation where she got drunk with Michael and landed in bed with him. Now that Michael knows about Drew kissing Willow Corinthos, it makes sense that he'd guzzle some alcohol and make some moves he regrets. It seems those regrets will include hitting the sheets with his ex, but Sasha may promise Michael that she's willing to keep this quiet. Will Michael agree that's for the best and set up another secret? Whatever the case, Sasha will accidentally spill too much in Wednesday's show, so she might alert Michael to Nina Reeves' situationship with Drew since he doesn't know that part yet. At the Quartermain gatehouse, Willow will answer the door and glare over a visitor. It should be Drew coming to check on Willow, but she may blast him for blabbing to Michael instead of letting her come clean. Nevertheless, Drew will reassure someone in Wednesday's episode, so that'll presumably be Willow. Although Drew may make a prediction about Willow and Michael moving past this, Willow may not be so sure. Willow will make a decision that seals her fate within the next episode or two, so it's possible she'll let passion erupt with Drew, maybe even in the bedroom this time around. Meanwhile, Dante Falconeri will have a heartfelt conversation with Rocco Falconeri about his engagement to Sam McCall, so he'll hopefully get his son's blessing on marrying her. At GH, Jason Morgan will have a chat with Scout Quartermain and Danny Morgan, so that'll give him a chance to call Sam one of the bravest people he knows. Alexis Davis will also praise Sam for saving Lulu Spencer and will ultimately get some engagement updates. Sam will show off her new ring and suggest that when you put all pieces together of her life with Dante, it just works. Unfortunately, the show should be gearing up for a scary cliffhanger. Alexis will panic over some disturbing news, so Sam may suddenly start crashing out of nowhere. That could be the result of Cyrus Renault's IV bag tampering if all the rumblings about him taking out Sam turn out to be true. General Hospital spoilers say Sam's grim fate is rapidly approaching, so don't miss all chaos to come. Moreover, General Hospital star Tabyana Ali admits that she almost quit acting altogether before she landed her role as Trina on the hit ABC soap. Thankfully, her mother, actress Jacqueline Ford, helped get her through a very difficult time in her career. Here's what you need to know. Speaking to Soap Opera Digest, Tabyana put it this way: "I was so tired of this repetitive cycle. I remember one late night, I texted my mom and I was like, I'm so sorry, I've got to stop doing this. I don't feel good doing this anymore. I know we're not quitters. I know we keep going. I know we'll fight and figure out ways to get over a barrier, but I don't think I can come over this barrier right now, and I just kept saying, I'm sorry. Tabiana added that her mother definitely knew how she felt and where she was coming from, mostly because she had experienced it as an actor too. Tabiana said, she called me and she was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. I'm sorry that this is so heavy for you right now. If we need to take a break, your mental health comes first. But I really think you should think about not quitting. I think you have a gift, and I think you're going to regret it if you stop. Tabiana also said that there was another very special person in her life that encouraged her to keep on going, even though she really felt like throwing in the towel. There was actually a moment someone was talking to me, and she told me something that I really needed to hear, she confided. And that was actually the motivation for me to keep going too. Besides my mother, this person was like hitting it on the head when it came to my career and my life. We are just so happy that Tabiana is still here and doing something that she's not only great at, but it's also something that she's grown to love too. Meanwhile, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comment section below. General Hospital airs weekdays on the ABC network. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.